Yes, sir. Ain't no more room left. So if you playing the dick ride, a little late.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fight, fight, fight. Yo, we going all the way this year, man. We going all the way this year. Philadelphia Eagles. That video always makes me smile. Welcome to Philadelphia Eagles Game Day Special, everybody. I'm your host, Poppy Montega.
It's your boy Big Rol. What up?
AOG is a little late today, but he will be showing up. What's up, Big Rol? How you doing, bro?
I feel good, man.
You
I
feel good?
real good, man. Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh,
feel real good, man.
Hey, let's dive right in. Let's dive right in. How you feel about last week?
Impressive statement.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you see your team clicking on all cylinders, it's an amazing thing to watch. It's an amazing thing to watch.
But you know, I don't think they was clicking on all cylinders.
Talk to me, Pop.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, they still gelling. They still gelling.
That's scary, nigga.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah.
That's scary, brother.
Hey, look what I found.
What you got there, homie?
I found my whistle.
Oh, shit.
I found my whistle. A big exclusive. Was you able to grab that video from last week? I hope so, because it was scary, bro. It was scary. I don't know if you went back and watched last week's show. I hope he was able to grab it. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. But meantime, between time, can we get the first picture up for last week's game? There we go. There we go. We're 2-0. Eagles win 24-7. Next picture, please. Play of the game. Goal line interception by Big Play Slay, taken to the Philadelphia 19 for a 19-yard return. What's up, Bianca? How you doing? Welcome to the podcast. Next picture, please. Darius Slay also has been named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Big Play Slay is what they call him. Next play, please. I'm sorry, next picture. Look, I'm in football mood.
Yes, sir.
How about this? Jalen Hurts, 333 passing yards, 57 yards on the ground, and 3 total touchdowns. And the last picture, it hurts, don't it? Now, hey, Ro, you see this picture, right?
Yes, sir.
You just tagged me in this morning.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember when Jalen Hurts did this?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me?
Bomb.
Now, take that picture down, please. Can you tell me why you think he did that after that particular pass?
Gotta be honest with you, man. I'm reaching as far as I know you're getting at a point there, bro. If I had to take a logical guess, I would say he put his hands up like that because everybody has questioned his deep ball. If I had to take a logical guess at it.
Okay.
With this face.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that that's just scratching the surface because let's keep it a bean. Quez was wide open.
That blown coverage. Coverage, man.
Quez was wide open. Also, big exclusive. Was we able to get that video? I'm just waiting for you to comment. Also, if you really pay attention, Quez kind of had to wait for that joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, looking at it from that standpoint, what I would say is the past 2 years, Jalen Hurts wouldn't have seen that blown coverage and made that throw.
at all.
Yes, the prediction video, big exclusive. The past Jalen Hurts wouldn't have seen that. You dig what I'm saying? So a combination of what you said and the fact that he made the right read for a big touchdown, that was I'm here. And what y'all got to say now? Now, I don't want to dive in too much on the I don't want to dive too much into who we got this week just yet.
Okay.
But it was a lot of our fan base that didn't want that guy to leave and Jalen Hurts to get his shot. The head of the Commanders.
Hey, man. Hey, Pop. You know I got a show on this network too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Name of my show is Keeping It Real with Big Rol in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Part of keeping it real is saying shit that people don't want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, I was one of them people.
Oh.
I was one of them people. I have been looking for the prototypical big white quarterback to stay in the pocket and pick apart defenses. I was a huge Boar fan. Okay? Keeping it real. I was a huge Boar fan.
Right.
Okay? So here, bullshit you. I was drinking the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying?
From a player standpoint, where I jumped off of his bandwagon was it was always somebody else's fault.
Very true.
And he was not getting better. Now, was I cheering for him when he was playing? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that year when they pulled the plug on him, I said pull the plug on him in week 3.
Yeah. Okay.
After week 3, I had seen the same guy that we had been seeing, and I said, no, we got enough talent here to go deep into the playoffs. Get him out of here. But Doug Peterson ran with it with your boy.
Loyal.
Just like Andy Reid was to him.
Yep.
When Donovan McNabb rode the bench for 6 or 7 weeks.
I respect it.
Go ahead. I'll let you finish what you about to say.
Nah, man, I'm flowing with you. And what further supports what you're saying is the ball went somewhere with another one of his homies who in the clutch dropped the ball, if you know what I'm saying.
And still stunk it up.
So what you say, I mean, like, you know, what you're saying is spot on. I mean, there's no disputing it. Like I say, I was with the Bull. The Bull put up some amazing regular season numbers.
Mm-hmm.
The Bull put us in a position and whatnot to get that title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to my man Nick Fold though for closing escrow on that.
Right.
Always thought the boy had a lot of potential, and I was rooting for the Bull going to the next spot. I was like, look, let bygones be bygones. The page is turned. We got the Bull Hurts. I'm going that route. Hey, man, best of luck to you, bro. Best of luck to you. But if I see you, I'm going to fuck you up.
Well, dig this. We're going to dive into that in the second half of the show. Right now, we got to talk about what we did to them Vikings.
Let's talk about it, sir.
I noticed over the past couple of shows, some people in the comments and everything still don't understand different parts that make the team operate.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to handle things a little differently this week. Can I get that first set of plays up there for the film session? Allow me to speak over top of it. On this first play, right? Pause it, please. Pause it, please. Now, they're highlighting Darius Slay here. But what I want people to look at is number 57, TJ Edwards. Blitzing. He's the guy that's standing there dead smack in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Now, remember last week, what I said was going to have to happen for us to win this game. Our secondary is going to be good as long as we bring pressure, because if we pressure Kirk Cousins, we know what he'll do. Could you play it, please? Watch the pressure in his face, which causes him to not be able to step into that pass. Pause this. Next play. Hassan Reddick, number 7. He's down here at the bottom of the line on the Eagles, at the bottom of the defensive line, standing up. He gets pressure into Kirk Cousins' face. And watch what happens here. Play the film, please. You see, he got his man inside Kirk Cousins' lap. He has to throw that ball and can't step into it. What happens?
Wow.
On top of the great coverage in the secondary. Now, right here, Hassan Reddick again gets pressure. He's going to come from off the top of the defensive line. Bull rush right into Kirk Cousins' face. Forces him to get rid of the ball early. Off target. These are the things. You can stop it right there.
Come on, man. You better get in some trouble.
Yeah, that guy's not supposed to be on the screen. It's cut out. These are the things that I guess in the background, you could get to the next set of plays and just pause it there. These are the things that we had to do in order to start winning. Remember, I said after week 1, our D-line was just barely getting there.
Right.
Which was putting too much pressure on our secondary. Now, they're putting pressure on the quarterback, which is forcing bad passes. You dig what I'm saying? Same thing happened to Jalen Hurts, but he was a little more successful with it. So on these next set of plays, they're talking about how we defended Justin Jefferson. But what I want you guys to look at is Javon Hargreaves, number 97. He gets pressure by putting the offensive lineman into Kirk Cousins' lap, which causes an error throw. Can you play the film? Watch the middle of the line, though. Watch the line. He can't step into that pass. On his next play, pause it, please. On his next play, Teron Jackson, number 75, he stunts, and Cox gets the sack. Now, a stunt is basically a crisscross. You know, they're lined up on the line, and he'll cross
the dummies
around a guy and come in through another spot that he wasn't lined up at. But it frees up Fletcher Cox to get a sack. Play the film, please. This is what allows our secondary to have such a flawless game. Look how much pressure we was getting on Cousins all game. And we all know as the time goes on, you get a little desperate and you start throwing things up. There's a strip sack by Fletcher Cox because Kirk Cousins didn't have nobody downfield and the D-line got home. Now, we had a lot of success with the blitzing this week. And what scares me is what these defensive coordinators for the Philadelphia Eagles tend to be doing since Jimmy Johnson has left is they'll go away from what was successful last week. So I hope that he keeps the pressure turned up this week against the Commanders because Carson Wentz is very similar to Kirk Cousins under pressure. He will throw the ball up for grabs.
Let me ask you a question, though, there, Pop.
Yes, sir.
You got some quarterbacks that don't fold under that pressure.
True indeed.
Okay? You got some quarterbacks and whatnot that if you can't get to them with your front four, they will pick you apart, namely the boy Aaron Rodgers. So my question to you is, do we need to, ramp up that front four pressure or continue to blitz?
Well, it is all based on who we're playing that week, the particular personnel. You dig what I'm saying? But
I don't want to blitz Aaron Rodgers.
No, notice what else I'm saying. This pressure throws off timing, and it doesn't allow them to step into their passes, which allows passes to go high and to go in the dirt. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Well, the pressure is good no matter who you're playing against. It's just sometimes some quarterbacks are better at seeing the pressure and getting rid of the ball to their hot reads. But look, we got a lot of film to get through in a little bit of time, so let me just go through it. Right here, you'll notice CJ Gardner, the guy that we just bored over. He's the top guy with the green arrow. Watch how he forces an early throw here. Play it. See, Kirk's not ready to throw that ball, but he feels him breathing down his neck. You dig what I'm saying? That'll happen with anybody. Stop it, please. Right here, they have 6 blockers, and we're rushing 7 men. So somebody's going to come free. And that running back that's next to Kirk Cousins, he has to decide which one he's going to pick up to allow come free. Play the film, please. You see, he can't throw. Look, Rol, he can't step into that throw. What happened? Oh, yeah. Okay. On this next one, stop it, please. You got number 57, TJ Edwards, and number 7, Hassan Reddick, which forces Cousin to throw an almost pick to Darius Slay. But is once again the pressure in his face. He has to get rid of the ball before he wants to, and he can't step into it. Jefferson didn't even get into his break, and Darius Slay had his eyes in the backfield the whole time. Play the film. He's throwing off his back foot. He's backpedaling. Jefferson hasn't even broke yet. You see what I'm saying? Slay's right there. Stop it, please. On the next one, 43, Kazir White, and number 94, Josh Sweat. They do the same thing by getting pressure in the Kirk Cousins face. They ran the same exact play damn near, and this time Darius Slay was able to execute on the interception. Play the film, please. Pressure in his face. He's throwing off his back foot. Receiver hasn't even gotten to his break. Easy pick. This comes from watching film. This comes from studying your next opponent. This comes from practice and gelling together. So once again, like we said earlier in the show, Rol, it's going to get scary. It's going to get real scary. Let's get to the next set of plays, because what happens here is after we start pulling all this pressure on them, they started trying to run some screens on us to try to get us to, stay back a little bit. Now, in this first play, look on your left side there. You see Hassan Reddick. He IDs the screen very quickly, which is good that we have these smart linebackers now. We didn't have linebackers that was the high Q, the high football IQ. Number 7, he identifies the screen and gets there. I'm sorry. He gets there. 43, Kazir White is right there also to clean up if he had missed it. Can we play the film, please? He identifies the screen. Doesn't allow it to manifest. Next play. They try to run another screen. Pause it, please. You see they're highlighting Kazir White. That's actually who I want to talk about on this play. He reads the chip block from the running back. The running back comes up and he gives a light little chip block. And Kazir White reads that and identifies that it's a screen early in the play. He gets to the running back, and the pulling lineman is not able to get there in time to make the block. Play the film, please. Watch the running back chip, flip. 43 identifies it. You see the lineman can't get there. Dead in the water. Stop it, please. These are the adjustments that were good last week, because remember how you said we can't blitz everybody. All right, so we got to adjust to what they're doing. They wanted to calm down the blitz by throwing screens and quick passes. And what we do, we have linebackers with high IQs. That's why I said this defense is scary this year. People are focusing on the offense. This defense is scary this year. And if this defensive coordinator can continue to call plays like this and adjust like this, we are going to make a deep run this year. Now, on this play, number 94, Josh Sweat, he identifies the screen. And you'll notice James Bradbury down here at the bottom playing corner from those New York Giants. He crashes down and forces the guy to stay inside and shut this down from ever developing. Play the film, please. Watch the corner crash down. Josh Sweat identifies and he's crashing out. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. This is great play calling from the defensive coordinator and high IQ from our defense and disciplined football, bro.
Now, dude, yes, go ahead. You go ahead.
No, go ahead. Quick. We got quick time.
Pop.
Yes.
You a master at identifying and whatnot, you know, what's going on, X's and O's and the whole nine.
Yes.
I'm going to give you a slight little bit of credit and whatnot for prediction.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not moving on none of this shit until I see us 4 or 5 games in. Kirk Cousins is a fucking bum, okay? He's a fucking bum. Don't get me wrong. Everything you just broke down was phenomenal. And you're right. The defensive coordinator did adjust. Kirk Cousins threw me a fucking interception, and I was sitting on the couch.
You know, Kirk
fucking bum.
Kirk Cousins has beat our ass before.
All I'm saying is, you are, again, I got to give you credit because you dope at identifying shit. You should have been a coach, goddammit. You're dope at identifying shit to the fullest. But the one thing that I did not see, that I did speak of last week, I did not see front line pressure from the front four.
Bro, like I just showed it to you.
No, bro,
I just showed it to you.
Bro, you just showed none of what you showed me was blitzes and excellent linebacker play. You didn't call now one of our defensive line names only one time, and that was Hargreaves on that one play.
Bro, I got it right here in my notes. I started off with the D-line pressure. Well, Hassan Reddick, remember, he plays linebacker and he plays DN, depending on what defense we're in.
Now, knowing you got the numbers, how many?
Huh?
Knowing you got the numbers, how many times did Kirk Cousins drop back?
Oh, I didn't dive into those numbers, but hold on, we got more film. We got more film though. Next set of plays. They're talking about the D-back communication here. Notice Hassan Reddick, backside. And you want to talk about pressure? Number 93, Milton Williams. He forces the back leg throw here. You might not even heard of him on our D-line, right? That's because we rotate our D-line to allow our men to stay fresh and maintain pressure throughout the game. I'm so glad you challenged me at this point of the show. Come on. Now, we're going to go a little past 10:30 where we bring our guests in. Hold on one second. Our guest usually comes in at 10:30, but we got a little more film to go through. Can we play that play, please? Look at this pressure. They're talking about our D-backs communicating. But these things can't happen without that type of pressure right there. Did they get home? No. But they forced an early bad pass. Stop it. On this play right here, number 94, Josh Sweat. He falls by Cousins' legs. You might not look at that as pressure, but it's pressure. And he forces Cousins to check down and throw to his running back. Watch this play here. Number 94, Josh Sweat at the bottom of the line here for the Eagles. I'm sorry, I might have identified the wrong person. There's Cox, I think, on the ground there. But you notice he's down by his legs, and that forced him to throw that ball early. Now, on the next one right here, pause it, please. This one is 94, Josh Sweat. He stunts around Hargreaves, and number 7, Reddick. I don't know if he's pushed or if he was supposed to stunt too, but he gets in the face of Kirk Cousins and forces the pick. These aren't blitzes. Okay? This is all D-line right here. Play it, please. Look at that pocket collapsing. That pocket is a straight line across. He can't step into the throw. Picked off.
Coverage sack.
That's what exactly coverage sack. That's what pressure does for you there.
Okay? Look, man, I'm not disputing you. I'm not disputing you when I give you your props. But
what I'm saying is,
you're gonna hear me when I say, and I want you to go back and play this shit. We can't. I mean, look, the linebackers are excellent. The coverage is dope. They're communicating. I feel all that. What I'm saying is we're going to come across a quarterback that's going to read every blitz that we throw at him, and he's going to fucking torch us. That's all I'm saying. In other words, what I'm basically saying is, like you said, you still see some flaws. I don't see no front line pressure. That's why I asked you, how many times did Cousins drop back, and how many sacks did the defensive line have?
Once again, Rol, this is why I broke the film down this way, so I can show that, because I had a feeling that this stuff was going to be challenged. Now, the original argument was this, and you may not have been the pitchfork posse leader of this argument, but you were definitely a part of it. The original argument was the defensive coordinator is ass, and he needs to get out of here. Right. And I said we need to let him have a chance. Let him play. I mean, let him get a chance to coach. Now, we got to realize who's coaching these defenses, players. The defensive coordinator, down to the coaches, down to them, right? Now, we seen what happened in week 1, and we still won. Now, in week 2, are the Lions a bad team after seeing them in week 2?
Everybody's better than that second week. They not bums.
Okay.
They ain't never been bums.
So we was in a game in week 1. Okay. And the defensive coordinator adjusted, got the information down to the players. And what did we do to the Vikings? I said we was going to torch them.
We adjusted, and you did say that.
Everybody thought we was going to lose or it was going to be a tight game, except for the people that know football. You dig what I'm saying? This is because I was counting on this defensive coordinator adjusting. Why would you adjust? Because you want to keep your job. Okay. Now we got one more set of footage to go through before we bring our guest on. And this is to talk about the offense. Now, when you got an athletic running quarterback, remember I said Jalen Hurts is more accurate on the run, right?
You did say that.
He's developing the rest of his game. You got to call plays that's for your leader, okay?
Compliment the skill set.
Right. So now there's these sets are RPOs, run pass options. For people that don't understand, the quarterback is reading the defense and deciding if he wants to give the ball to the running back or if he wants to hold it and throw the ball. So your receivers are running routes, okay? Now, in this RPO, you'll notice Hurts pulls the ball out and he breaks to his right because of the breakdown on the offensive line, because our O-line is struggling. If people haven't noticed, if we didn't have an athletic quarterback, we would be struggling right now. Okay. But he'll break to the right and he'll find Pascal for a first down and distance. Play this film, please. Watch how he reads. He sees the DN stay home.
That's what you look. That's what you're reading.
Now look, Pascal, the yellow line, first down. Stop it real quick. Now these are things that Jalen Hurts couldn't do last year. He couldn't do consistently. Let me rephrase that. These are throws and reads that he couldn't do consistently last year. Now you look right here, 3rd and 2. Hurts reads the defensive end. And he takes advantage of him crashing down. He pulls the ball out. hits the sideline, and he makes contact around the 6-yard line. Don't forget, this guy can squat 600 pounds. Okay, so his bottom half is very, very stout and strong. Okay, and he drags a couple of defenders across the goal line. Watch this RPO play right here. Play the film, please. He sees the DN crash, pulls it out. Dallas Goedert is out there occupying the one defender. Everybody's back is turned.
Yep.
Everybody's back is turned. See ya.
Yep.
Now look, that's all strength right there. That's all lower body strength right there. We're going to go straight to the next set of plays. Then another good set of plays that you want to call for your athletic quarterbacks are empty sets. No back, no running back, okay? When you go empty set, that spreads the defense out and slows the pressure down, because if you blitz, you're pretty much PHUCK'd if you blitz. Now, this is the first play of the game. Now, what was our biggest issue on offense the first week? We didn't get Smith involved, right? And at the end of the game,
he didn't catch no balls, yeah.
He was targeted 4 times and had 0 receptions. And everybody was saying, oh, that's because Jalen Hurts wanted to throw to his boy and all this. Nah, man, it was a welcome to Philadelphia party that day. But first play of the game last week, we get Smith involved early, spread out the defense, get it to him quick. This is how you get the confidence level up of your receiver and your quarterback. Quick, successful throws. Play it, please. And watch how far back the defenders are, because they respect our speed. Quick, successful throws. We'll take that 4 or 5 yards. Pause it, please. Now, if you notice right here, we ran to the same concept, but the Vikings was all over it. And the defensive, the safety crashes down on Smith. Hurts uses his legs, and he finds Dallas. Dallas Goedert on this play. Now, Dallas Goedert is a character. I don't know if y'all watch him during the game. Watch him during the game, bro. Even if he doesn't have the ball, he's a character. Play the film, please. These are reads. Pause it. These are reads that Hurts wasn't making last year.
But you know what, though?
Huh?
You're absolutely right. But just a side note, Minnesota sat in that zone coverage the entire game, and they gave him way too much room to operate.
Bro,
that's why I don't see that happening with another defense where they give, like, look at the play right here. Every single player has a 3 to 4 yard cushion.
They're respecting our speed. They're respecting our speed. And you better respect our speed, or you're going to be torched. Everybody on our starting wide receiving core could start. Okay? We got a few more plays to get through, though, real quick. Now, on this play, it's a quick in route. It may have been an option route to Smith. And watch what he does here. Play it. He's bound to break one loose. Pause it, please. He's bound to break one loose, because we haven't seen Smith get too much yak. We see him make some decent catches, but he's a fast dude, and we haven't seen him get too much yak since he's been here. On here, a 5 and out to Smith again for a first down. Right there past the marker. Play it. Maybe 7 yards. Get the first down. Move the sticks. Pause it, please. On this next one, Hurts finds Smith on a post, straight down the middle of the field. Now, roll. Everything that the biggest problem that they said with Hurts was his accuracy, right? Look at this window that Hurts gets this ball through. Play the film, please. That's a tight window. That's a throw that he doesn't make in a previous season. Now we're going to get to these last sets of plays here. Matter of fact, can we bring our guest on to help us break down these last set of plays? Is he in the back? we got Coach Cass. This guy is the lineman whisperer, if I can say so myself. What's up, Coach Cass? Oh, you know what? Before I tell everybody, can you adjust your camera a little bit? A little before you get to tell everybody, he's not an Eagles fan, he's a Bucks fan. But being as though we're breaking down all this lineman action, I felt as though it was appropriate to bring my man on for this particular segment. What's up, Coach Cass?
What's going on, brother?
How you feeling, man?
Oh man, I'm good. I just woke up and I'm good.
I appreciate you taking the time out today. You mind telling people a little bit about your football background, please?
Let me see. All of it?
Yeah.
Man. Started out in 2007 at the West Philly Panthers. Started out as a lineman coach there. Stayed there until I went to Overbrook in 2011. From Overbrook, I went back to my alma mater, West Catholic. Then from West Catholic, I went to, I had a short stint at Imhotep.
Okay.
From Imhotep, went to Future, the defensive coordinator at Future, won 2 championships over there. And now I'm the OC at West Philly High School.
With the OC?
Yep.
With the offensive coordinator?
Yep.
That's a hell of a resume there, bro.
Oh man, thank you.
Hell of a resume.
So, Kaz, I got a couple questions for you. That's what we like to do. We like to ask our guests some questions before we dive into some football. What is it that gravitates you to stay with the kids? Because I know you could have been moved up to at least college or something like that, but it seems to be a choice of yours to prepare these guys to play on that level. What is it about that drives you to do that? What is it about, the kids or football that drives you to do that particular part?
Well, I'm a firm believer that you're destined to do something. And when I became a coach, I was young. I was about 20, 25, 26, somewhere around there. And it was kids from my neighborhood, kids that I would see every day. So I would want to help them, before anybody. So then as I got older, I realized, okay, these kids not only need help, in regards to football, these kids have problems at home. These kids have problems in the streets. These kids have problems in school. And once again, these are kids in my neighborhood. So, and it was a long stretch, when there was no one out here trying to help any kids in regards to football. So our kids would travel up north or uptown or other places to go play football. So I would have workouts in West Philly. But the good thing about that was it went from me training linemen to me now training quarterbacks, me now training receivers, me now training running backs. And I didn't want to give, there were definitely guys that could have done it better.
Right.
But nobody was coming out there. So I felt like, okay, I didn't want to do the kids dirty and give them the wrong instructions. So I would study all those positions. If a kid came out and he was a receiver and I didn't really know anything about being a wide receiver, I would go study that for the whole week.
Fix your camera a little bit, bro. We seeing more wall than anything. Thank you, sir.
So when he came out, I would study wide receiver for the whole week. So when he came out that following week, I would at least know some fundamentals.
Right.
You would be fundamentally sound coming out to a workout.
Right.
So I would have 30 to 50 kids at Sayre out there by myself, and just split them up. I would have, if I had like 7 or 8 linemen, I would put them in a corner. Have another corner of running backs, another corner of receivers, another corner of quarterbacks, and they would come, and the warm ups would be the same every day. So at least that part, I just let them, perform the warm ups and everything. But it worked out, and after a while, coaches from other parts of the city saw, like, hey, you need help. So shout out to Rashid Muhammad in Frankfurt. He came down, started helping out with the quarterback.
Okay,
that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
He came from Frankfurt on something, so I appreciate. I think something happened to his car or whatever, but I really appreciate that. Yeah, so that kept me around. Like, that kept me in West Philly. Like, if you notice, I only coached in West Philly high schools and West Philly program, Pop Warner programs. The Saints also, Tar Heels. So I try to stay around because I just noticed. I mean, it's better now. It's a lot more coaches involved now. It's a lot more coaches doing a lot for the kids in West Philly now. So it's different now. But back when I was doing the Pop Warner thing, it was like nobody really was invested in these kids.
Now, I know we don't keep track of these type things, but you know me personally, I think deep. And we can't save them all. But since you've been coaching, out of 100% of the kids that you've dealt with, what's the percentage that you say that you prevented from being in the streets, basically save their lives, and they've gone on to at least go to college? And you feel like you have a lot to do with that based on the structure that you brought to their way of thinking in their life?
Oh, man. It's way more.
Just a percentage number.
It's way, I would probably say probably about 60.
Okay.
About 60.
That's a good number.
Yeah, definitely. You have to realize a lot of these guys don't make it out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking college, and they don't make it out of high school. A lot of them, like, immediately after they're done with football, their life goes the other way. Football, that's another thing I noticed. Football really keeps, kids across the board grounded.
Right.
At least during football season, they're grounded in the classroom. They're doing sports because they know if they don't do that, they can't play. And sometimes that's all they really care about. Their kids.
What you got for us, Rol?
Question, Coach. What aspect of your personality do you feel the players you coach respond to the most?
My ability to not really, I don't, or I try not to judge a kid. Everybody learns differently, and I try not to be that coach that you're gonna learn my way. If my job is to be a teacher, why do you have to learn it my way? I have to teach it your way so that you can learn it. The end result is for you to learn it.
Right.
So if you're not learning the way that I'm teaching it, then I need to fix the way I'm teaching so that you can get it. And sometimes the yelling works, sometimes the yelling doesn't work. Sometimes pulling somebody to the side and asking what's wrong, that works, because kids go through a lot of things, man, and they don't know how to express that. So it may not be the kid may not, it's not that he doesn't want to run the lap harder. He doesn't know how to get whatever it is inside. He doesn't know how to get that out. So that's what he's doing. He's not even thinking about football right now. So if you get that out of him, you can better understand, why he's doing what he's doing, and it's not because he's being, disrespectful to you. He's going through something. He doesn't know how to, how to get that out. And as a coach, when you have to get to that part first, because kids don't usually come out and just let you know that that's what's going on. They're gonna give you all this attitude because they want you to ask, "Hey man, I see you. You don't usually act like this. What's going on?" And then they'll give you everything you need to know.
Yep. Hey, Cass.
I got one more question. What do you want to accomplish that you haven't accomplished so far concerning football?
Man, it's a good question. I don't know. I think maybe a kid that I coached in high school make it to the NFL.
Enough said, bruh. Simple. Appreciate that.
Hey, Cass, you got a few more minutes?
Yep.
All right. Before we brought you on, we was breaking down some film, and I know you're not an Eagles fan, but you're a coach. And between time, while we're about to go through this film, if you have any questions for Coach Cass in the comments, right now is the time to put them in there. And when we're done, we're going to get to them before we let them go. These last two breakdowns, I want your input on it. The first, because we're talking about Jalen Hurts here, bunch formation, the play action, and Watkins comes loose, and Hurts sees the miscommunication and the breakdown in the defense, which we're not used to him seeing this. We're not used to him making this identification. We're used to him putting the ball down and running under this type of situation. What do you think about this play here? After this play, could y'all pause it before the next play? Did you watch the game? Cash?
Damn.
Hey, Rol, watch how he stand there under pressure. Watch the pressure on him. Not in his face, but on the sides. The quarterbacks can feel that.
Hey, man, if you get 4 seconds back there, man, that's an eternity. You know that. 4 seconds is an eternity as a quarterback dropping back like that. So
that wasn't full speed, but okay. Go ahead, Cass. What you think? What you think about that?
What about his protection?
About the growth that he's made as a quarterback.
Oh yeah, he definitely has. Man. He's definitely more mature. He looks more like a I don't know. Yeah, he looks more like a quarterback, a more pocket quarterback now. And now he's just using his legs to get out of trouble instead of trying to make a play early.
Now somebody just said in the comment, "I'm gassing," and it wasn't no pressure. Coach Cass, you're a lineman coach, right? Every time your D lineman is not going to get home, right? But if he could get that offensive lineman into that quarterback's area, is that considered pressure?
Yes.
Of course it is.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I was.
If he makes the quarterback move out of that pocket to left, right, back, forward, that's pressure.
Now, what if the quarterback doesn't move but can't step into his throw? He releases the ball before he's ready to.
That's him. He would have to move back. Yeah, that's him moving back.
Okay. Now, on this final set of plays that we're going to play here, you notice this was going into the half. So I guess you could say it's a 2-minute drill. And Jalen Hurts has not had too much success in the 2-minute drill. Watch what Jalen Hurts does here, marching us down the field to put us in position to get a field goal going into the half. Now, last week, Rol, we talked about scoring before the half, if I'm not mistaken. And this is very important because we're talking about deferring and heads and tails and receive and kick. You know what I'm saying? So this is important to do. Yeah, this is important to do if you're getting the ball back after the half. Let's play this 2-minute series that doesn't take 2 minutes. Look how poised he is, scanning the field and finding his guys. Check down right there. Everybody's pretty much covered. We got to move the ball and get these yards. Get out of bounds. Stop the clock. Save the timeout. I think that's Goddard. I believe that's Goddard. Yeah. Right in position to kick the field goal. Look at this pocket. He has pressure that time, doesn't he? And what does he do? Deliver a strike right to Dallas Goedert. Now, Coach Cass, you tell me, was that not impressive? No?
No, I'm not impressed.
I know you got Tom Brady on your team, so it's hard to impress you, but I'm just saying.
He's an NFL quarterback. He should be able to do that.
Okay, so answer me this. Do you feel like all starting NFL quarterbacks are capable of doing that?
Capable?
In 27 seconds?
Yes. Should be.
Should be, but are they? Because if that was the case, we wouldn't play, would we?
Most of them are. Most of them can sit in the pocket and deliver like that. Do you have one that can?
Yeah. We just watched them, Cousins. When we watched the film earlier, we watched Cousins not be able to make those same throws. And we're going to watch Wentz do the same thing today.
But
good. That's true. That's what my man. Go ahead, Cash. You up first, man.
Wentz has a different no line than because he did that when he was here.
No, that's how he got hurt.
But he still made the throws though. He still made the throws when they gave him time here. He made them throws, the same throws, because he couldn't go anywhere, so he had to stay in the pocket. He wasn't a runner.
Okay, so what made Foles more successful and behind the same O line?
He was better.
He was better how?
He won him a Super Bowl.
But I'm saying, what made him better?
Ran him to the championship. I mean, he's a better quarterback. Not as far as is he better numbers wise? I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, well. So he's better.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Before we let you go, I want to. We got some questions in here from the comment section. First of all, Rob Martin. What's up, Rob Martin? He said Vikings stayed in nickel zone. Eagles was playing catch. We got Daniel Brown, Baloo. What's up, Baloo? What's up, good brother? We got Misty up in here. Big exclusive. That's heavy. I never heard it put like that. He was referring to what you were saying about the kids earlier, Cass. Based off the current climate in the city, I'm sure there are kids caught up in stuff. Besides yourself, what other resources do you have to help kids cope? I don't know if that was a question or not because it was ended with a period, but if you have an answer for that, go ahead and answer that, Cass.
What was the question?
Besides yourself, what other resources do you have to help kids cope? Like in the city, period.
I know there are various basketball programs, there are college grads that have programs where they're looking for young men or women, like an after-school program to teach them how to sit at the table and the proper way to use utensils and teach the young men how to dress, things like that. But our children are not interested in things like that. And coaching football is what I know how to do. So that's why I push that. that's what I know how, the kids gravitate towards that. That's what I know how to do. So that's what I push. But I definitely know people that reach out to the kids in different ways, but we have to get our kids interested in those things.
All right. I got called out for gassing, saying there wasn't no pressure. Coach Cass, another question for you. How can people support your program, like what you do with the kids? What type of support would you need?
Anything. If it's equipment, if it's facilities, like if I could spread out and start taking the kids to the classroom and doing things like that. Like this doesn't have to be a strictly football thing, but as of now, that's all I have.
Nice.
All I have is a bag of equipment for these kids. That's what I use. But if I had the facilities to have a classroom or a rec center that has space, to do other things, then I would.
Okay. So I hope that answered the question for y'all. Anything, t-shirts, equipment, extra balls, cones. Jimmy Two Fly saying what's up. I believe that's Jimmy P. What's up, Jimmy? Big Exclusive grinding me up from what I was saying about the pressure. Every NFL quarterback can do what Jalen Hurts did. Coach Cash for the win. Talk that ish, coach. Pigeon fans stay ungrateful. He stayed his ass in the pocket. Carson hold the ball too damn long trying to make something happen. Throw the ball away. I agree with you there, Top Flight. I agree with you there. Well, Coach Cass, you're more than welcome to hang out if you would like to. We're about to go into our next segment, Eagles versus Commanders. We want to thank you for setting aside your time to be with us this morning on the podcast. Big Rol, you got anything else you want to say before we let him?
Want to take the time out to salute my man, Coach Cass, and all you do, bro.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Much respect, bro.
All right, Cass.
All right, so have a good one.
All right, you too.
All right.
Is AOG in the background or in the backstage, or he's done for the day? Not showing up today? He probably still busy. Go ahead. What you about to say, Rule?
Look, Skip, I'm going to tell you something right now, Skip. I'm going to tell you what I want to tell you, Skip. Now, we might agree to disagree, but we're going to agree to disagree, goddammit. The Eagles are not generating any defensive line pressure without blitzing. Now, the bottom line is, I know we're going to disagree to agree, Skip. I know we are. But I'm going to stand on this until I see it. Because, again, I say you got some quarterbacks out there that's going to torch them with that blitzing shit. I'm an Eagles fan, Skip. You know I am. You know I am, Skip.
Flag on the play.
Well, you know what, though? Hold up.
Flag on the play. No, hold up. Flag on the play. Illegal defense. I just explained it to you, and you won't see it because you said yourself that you need glasses. So you won't see it until you get yourself some glasses. The defensive pressure has been there, and I just showed it to you all morning on the film. Skip.
Two things. One, you a numbers guy, right?
Yeah.
You a numbers guy, right? Give me some stats on how many sacks any defensive lineman on the Eagles had last week. One. Two, I'm calling a challenge on what I said, nigga. You ain't looking. Hey, Skip, you ain't looking, Skip. You ain't looking. I got a red flag, nigga. Holla at your boy.
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to... Exactly. The D-line is getting pressure. They just not getting to the quarterback. Thank you.
Nah.
Thank you. That's why I broke the film down.
Nah. Give me some numbers, Skip.
All right, I'm about to give you some numbers right now. I'm getting to it right now. Wait, keep him occupied, good brother. Keep your Shannon voice.
Is dudes on a serious note, is men like Coach Kaz who don't get no credit for what they do, even if they don't provide everything. Just the fact that they're being a father figure, just the fact that they're taking that time out. If he saves one, that's still a blow in the right direction and whatnot for us to get some positive energy and whatnot in this world. Just one. And the fact that he takes his time out, no pay, no nothing, got to respect that brother. Because I tell you, this world is built on people who do this all day. Yeah, I want to help the kids. Yeah, I want. That man doing something about that. So, salute to Coach Kaz, man. All respect due, man. Thorough dude.
Are you ready?
Thorough dude.
Here goes some stats for you. We got 4 sacks in 2 games. We got 4 sacks for a loss of 14 yards. We've allowed a total of 576 yards. They've attempted 63 passes against us and have completed 44. Their completion percentage against us is 69.8. So 4 interceptions in 2 games, good brother. Come on, bro.
Hey,
and I showed you that those interceptions came from pressure.
You didn't answer my question. My question was, show me how many sacks the defensive line has had against.
You didn't say that. You didn't say the defensive line. You said the Eagles defense.
I said Eagles D-line.
All right, let me go check this out then.
I would still like to see those stats, please, sir.
I'm pulling it up right now, good brother.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Pulling it up right now. Rushing, receiving, kickoff, the defense. Sacks. Fletcher Cox has 1.5 and Brandon Graham has 0.5. Josh Sweat has 1. That's the D-line. 3 out of 4.
Pop, that's not consistent. You know that, man.
What? We only
played
that's
2
not
games.
Consistent, man.
My
4 sacks in 2 games?
Pop, my only argument was that the Eagles are generating sacks off of blitzing and not front line pressure.
Oh,
that's all I'm
saying. Then you're moving the goalposts. Let's move to the next segment. It's 11 o'clock. Eagles versus Commanders. What say you, Ro?
Not getting a good look at Washington, keeping it real. I haven't gotten a good look at them yet. I'm just going off of reputation. Reputation-wise, defense has always been solid. And Wentz going to be Wentz, but to me, he can't close, and we hot right now. We got swag, we got attitude. I think we're going to roll over them. Because we smelling ourselves right now. We got good reason to.
We're ranked 26 in sacks, yet y'all getting front 4 pressure. Stop it, bro. This is coming from Big Exclusive. He's supporting what you're saying. He said that we're ranked 26 in sacks. But here's the thing. That's total sacks, bro. We talking about just off the D-line. We talking just off the D-line. But go ahead,
when that game come up, when that game come up that we get torched by a quarterback that can read all the blitzes, I'll continue that conversation now.
No, but this is the thing. We're going to come across quarterbacks that can do that. It's all about the defensive coordinator adjusting. If he don't adjust, that stuff is going to happen. And that's why I'm scared about today's game, because one thing that we always do as the Eagles organization, we go away from what works for us. We'll win based off of doing one thing, and then the next week we'll do the complete opposite. A Big Exclusive, did that video ever finish rendering? Okay, this is the prediction that I made last week. Prior to. the Vikings game. Let's get it, big exclusive. I guess we need a little more time, but yeah, watch how accurate. Is the whole video, not the sections? Okay. So, big exclusive calls it a disgrace. Hey, man, you know what you're dealing with when you come here. There's no way you go to the art museum and do your war chant and then dress up our
and now it's a disgrace.
Character.
And now it's a disgrace.
You get everything that's coming to you.
They made it personal.
I played that to start off this segment because, as OG said, we know what happened.
They got shit beat down their leg.
All down their leg. It was all inside their ankle socks and everything, man.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm getting at is, if it was the other way around, wouldn't you be coming in with a chip on your shoulder?
Naturally. That's just part and parcel of the passion that the Eagles fans have. You can come in with that dumb shit.
True indeed. But I'm just saying, you know, based on how we did them in the game, as far as the team go. And they didn't have Jefferson when we did that to them.
He wouldn't have made a difference. That they got the shit beat out of them like 38-7.
That was then. This is now. What I'm saying is, a lot of these younger players, let's look at that quarterback from the Bengals last year. They don't know they're not supposed to be winning some of these games. They come in on this high horse and they tear shit up.
Okay.
Table finna turn.
Right?
That didn't age well, did it? Big. You ever seen a rookie quarterback carry his team to the Super Bowl? Oh, you don't want? Okay.
That was his second year. He was
all right.
two.
Well, the second year to the Super. Well, I mean, he had the rookie wide receiver. It was a bunch of young guys. Can y'all think of the time? Because I'm not saying it didn't happen.
Burger did that before. Pittsburgh.
You gotta go past this. He won early in. But he already had an established team around him.
He still was young in year two.
It was right after we went back and forth about that little part right there. But one thing that I said I would like to see us do against the Vikings was blitz to help our D-line get home. Because I have faith in our secondary. And in the first game, our D-line was barely getting there, which was leaving too much pressure on the secondary. That was the first game. So for the second game, I said, if this man wants to keep his job, he's going to dial up the blitz. Our D-line is going to get home, and our secondary will capitalize off of that.
Always.
Now, we're going into week 3 against the Washington Commanders, led by yours truly. You called him the bull. I'm going to do him the justice of calling him by his name since we're talking about him now.
Hey, man, I only call him the bull because you said we're not going to speak on the bull early on in the show.
Oh, yeah.
His name's Carson.
I was just going to refer to it as that, but
I'm still a fan.
You still a fan of Wentz?
Yeah, I'm still a fan.
Oh, man. Well, all right, give me
you
one
never
second.
Call me, no.
Here's why I'm not a fan of Wentz. I said this earlier. He doesn't get better every year. But let's play this video, then come back. Philly, Monday, prime time. We are going to blow the doors off of the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings will not score more than 17 points.
I don't know, Pop.
The Minnesota Vikings will not score more than 17 points.
I don't have no faith in the defensive coordinator, man.
Here's why. I ain't even paying to you right now, big exclusive. I'm about to lay it down. Here's why. Darius Slay, Bradbury. They are up for the challenge. Now, we all know when you're playing DB, it helps a lot when that D-line get home. The D-line will get home this week.
Mm-hmm.
We will see a lot of turnovers. Let me finish. We will see a lot of turnovers by the Vikings offense. Not because of Jefferson, not because of Thielen, because of Kirk Cousins.
Whoa. Oh, he going to give us the ball.
Mm-hmm. Now, we got Kirk Cousins' number from when he played in our division. We didn't have this defense. Now, that defensive coordinator, he knows he's on the bubble. He's openly said it. What do you do when you're on the bubble?
Desperation.
Don't you?
Yep.
You ain't got nothing to lose, right?
Yep.
That defense is going to show up. That defense is going to show up and play for that defensive coordinator, and our offense is going to continue to gel. And we will hear from Smith this week. Cut it. Let me see. I'm cracking up and laugh my pop. And thank you. We heard from Smith this week, early and often. That defense ramped it up. That secondary capitalized off of the defense, ramping it up. And Kirk Cousins gave us the ball 3 times. Could have been more, but we all know D-backs are wide receivers that can't catch. So they left about 2 of them out there on the field. With that being said, this week, Carson Wentz is Kirk Cousins with a little more athletic ability. If we play the same way that we played last week, we would destroy the Commanders too. Now, a lot of people saying it's a trap game. It's a trap game. Here's why I agree in a sense. I'm going to emphasize on this over and over again. The Eagles organization always goes away from what's working. So, if we do that yet again, go away from what's working for us, then Carson Wentz will have a field day on us, because the opposite of what's working is not blitzing, not getting any pressure, and the quarterback and running back picking us apart. They have a dope receiver up there. He's definitely a threat. I need to ask a question, Pop. Go ahead, post a question down there. Go ahead, Big Rol. Go ahead. What's your take? And then we can go into scores.
Montega, I can't question your shit because of your numbers.
It's not for you to question. I'm saying what you think is going to happen this week.
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, man. I'm going to talk my talk.
You thug ass. It ain't for you to question, Nick. All right. Well, no, on a serious note, though, I heard what you said about the Philadelphia organization, but I feel more so like the problem with the Eagles consistently all over the years, we love to play down to our competition. We love to play down to they don't so much go away from shit. They play down to their composition. They don't get as enthused as they should over games. We don't whoop enough ass of the folks who we should be running through. I say all that to say this. Your numbers makes me a believer. I'm a football fan, the whole 9, but I cannot argue with your fucking numbers. Your picks, yeah, nigga, your picks, over 2 weeks, you the shit. I want to holler at you week 5.
Hey, man, it's all about watching film. But if what you said is actually the issue, here's why I don't think that will be an issue. This team is swagged out, bro. Hey, Ms. Nene. Hey, Big Exclusive, go ahead and type your question, too. This team is swagged out, bro. I don't see them playing down to nobody. What I see them doing is, oh, you don't want to play? All right, we're going to beat the shit out of you. Now, here's what we've been seeing them work on over the past couple weeks. The tackling has gotten better. That was missing a lot in week 1. The tackling has got better. Now, don't get me wrong, it still was a few missed tackles out there, but overall, the tackling has gotten better. And one name I don't hear people mentioning on the defense from last week is Epps. Epps had a solid game at safety, and he was delivering some big hits. Don't coaches game plan for each team because of matchup and personnel? So if they get away from something because of the game plan isn't a good thing. Example, number one, rush and attack versus number one, rush against the run. Don't the coach's game plan, doesn't that change the game plan to a pass heavy game plan? And I can see you crying about doing the same thing and it not working. Let me read that again. I gotta comprehend that. Don't coaches game plan for each team because of matchup and personnel? Yes. Yeah. So if they get away from something because of the game plan, isn't it a good thing? Oh, isn't it a good thing? All right. Example, number one rushing attack versus number one rush. Doesn't that change the game plan to a pass heavy game plan? And I can see you crying about doing the same thing and it not working. Yes. For the most part, yes. So if I'm a run heavy team and we're coming in against the number one Russian defense, initially the game plan is to come in and do what we do. But game plans are intricate all the way down to the point of, Fletcher Cox twisted his ankle last week. He's starting, but he can't move too much to the left. So let's hit that hole a lot this game. You dig what I'm saying? Sean Major, what's up, good brother? So the game planning is very, very intricate. Now, if my number one Russian offense isn't being successful against this number one Russian defense, now we got to see what the point is like. If it's still a tight game, we're going to stick with what we've been doing, and we're going to try to wear them down. Now, if we're sticking to what we're doing and they're steady stacking up points on us, it's time to adjust. A lot of coaches stick with their game plan too long.
Stubborn.
You know what I'm saying? They stick with their game plan too long. And one coach who was good for that was Doug Peterson, who we see next week, might I add.
Who dug you with Jacksonville?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will see the Jaguars next week, and they are led by Doug Peterson. But
I still like Doug too.
You still like Doug too?
I still like Doug too. Doug got
dead. We'll talk about that next week. Yes, and make sure you got some facts and not feelings with your arguments.
Okay. Okay. You know what, dog? I got you.
Exactly. Now that's where you should have the beef, because most coaches don't make real-time adjustments because they're afraid of the Philly fan base and media. That's BS, Big Exclusive. That is a bunch of BS. Speaking of BS, we got a special guest tonight on the Montega show, Mr. BS. His name is Brethren Samuels. He said he was related to Kevin Samuels, and he's coming on the show tonight to answer some questions. So, yeah, BS. Tune into the Poppy Montega show for a clip of the BS show hosted by Brethren Samuels, the long lost cousin of Kevin Samuels. Yeah, it's the small details, the adjustment to the game plan. You react differently. Yes, sir, Mr. Sean Major. Yes, sir. You definitely have to pay attention to, matter of fact, remember, this is a little behind the scenes thing, but we were supposed to get our picks in earlier. It was suggested that we get our picks in earlier, but me and Angry OG was saying that time was too early to submit picks for the game. The reason why that time is too early is because we have to see who's injured, who's probable, who's questionable, and who's not playing before you actually pick the winner or loser of the team. You dig what I'm saying? You have to know where they're playing. You don't sound convinced that they're related. Sean Johnson, you tune in and you tell me. He's swaggy though. Bull definitely swaggy, but he said he didn't want to give me his first name. He said just call me brethren as brother. And I hit him with the star. I'm not your damn brother. You are not my brother. But he said my name is Brethren Samuels, and there's a gap missing since my cousin has deceased, and these women are just getting swollen in the chest, and they're getting empowered, and they like, I gotta come out and speak the Samuel's truth. So you might want to tune in. But what's crazy is a lot of people don't give Kevin Samuels the credit for the fact that he started off grinding up men. If you pay attention to him and not just the clips and actually go watch his videos, he started off grinding up men. Go ahead. What's the challenge?
We're talking football, man.
No, I'm sorry, but we promoting, so we got to tend to the comments. That's what get them here. That's what get them football. Here. Nene said, I'm on your ass. Big Exclusive says he can't wait. I said, she. Most coaches that come here are afraid, bro. I promise you. No, they not, man. We got a whole courtroom in the bottom of the arena now. What you mean? Can he do a quick promo video? No, he can't do a quick promo video because he's not even ready. The nigga's sleep. He told me, he said he'd be on CP time. He was like, I'm glad the show is at night because I don't wake up until 2:30 p.m.
They're going to cook that boy, man. Gonna cook that nigga. It's gonna be some shit, man.
So make sure y'all tune in tonight for Brethren Samuels on the Poppy Montega show. The topic is, do all men cheat? So he gonna come with it. But what's your point prediction for the Eagles Commanders game, Rol?
I'm going to say 24-17 Birds.
24-17 Birds.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and we're in Washington. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Because I know everybody ready to put their ticket in.
Everybody out here, hell yeah.
Everybody like this. They like, come on, Pop. What you about to say? All right, here you go. 42-24 Philadelphia. I know that seems like I just reversed the numbers, but trust me, that's what I'm feeling right now. 42-24 Philadelphia. The reason why I feel like
picks later.
Huh?
We're gonna get OG picks later.
Oh, for sure, for sure. The reason why I feel like we're going to blow this team out is because Washington only has a defensive line. The rest of their defense sucks. They suck against the pass, and they suck against the run. But they do get their sacks because of the D-line. So I feel like with Jalen Hurts, with what he's been showing the past couple of weeks, and with all this talent that we have across the offense, and with the way that our defense have been playing, Carson Wentz, of course, with his athletic ability, and then that wide receiver they have, number 17, he's gonna we're not gonna give him a donut. We're not gonna serve him a donut. And they got this rookie, I think Dotson, I think his name is, number 1. He's pretty dope too. So I'm giving them 24 points and Philadelphia Eagles 42 points. Let me see. They be afraid to face the criticism of the fans and media. They don't be ready for how hard the fans and media go. Philly, to y'all credit, got some of the most knowledgeable fans and media who not going for the lip service, so they're afraid to adjust. Big Exclusive. If that was true, a lot of these coaches would lose their jobs. The owners are not having that. The owners are not having that. Now, that may be true for the ball boy. That may be true for the equipment managers and stuff like that. But these head coaches, they not that worried about it. We're going to win by 7, says Nene. That was definitely a joke. What's the real predictions? That was the real prediction, good brother. The real Scott Summers says, I'm not going to even read that. Y'all can read it for yourself. No Eagles slander will be allowed on this show. If you was on right now, I would tell the producer to mute your mic. Matter of fact, mute your fingers, the real Scott. Mute your fingers. Mute your fingers. So yeah, that's what I'm going with for my prediction. And if I'm not mistaken, we're coming up on, well, I guess we can rock it out until the exact time of. Let's get some more predictions from the people that's watching. Let's get some predictions. Put some points down in there. Put some points down in there. He's talking about some pigeon, Pigeons, pigeons, Big Exclusive. And I was so kind. You know what, Big Exclusive? I'm gonna dedicate these 2 minutes to you. I was so kind and didn't call y'all the East Rutherford midgets today. I referred to y'all as the Giants. I was so kind and didn't bring up how the rookie wide receiver Pickens from the Steelers has dethroned Odell Beckham, best catch of all time for the New York Giants. Hold on. You can't challenge nothing yet because there ain't been a fucking penalty. And I was kind enough to get an ex-NFL New York Giant running back as a future guest on the show. Just for you, Big Exclusive. And you want to keep talking about the pigeons? Go ahead. What's the flag for, Big Rol?
Flag is on the real Scott Summers. You a bitch. You a bitch. Anytime you be on my show, you trash my Eagles and they don't say shit. Now we on the Eagles game day special and Poppy calling on you. You bitch right up. That's that light skin shit. Flag on the play. If you're not gonna stand behind your shit, shut the fuck up.
He didn't bitch up. He just apologized, bro.
Yeah, I said it. Fuck all that, man. That nigga sat there. He up there to my. The nigga said my bad. The nigga said my bad.
That's an apology.
Like, oh, my bad, Pop. My bad, Pop. But fuck all that, man. No,
it wasn't like that. He just ain't want me to mute his mic. That's all.
Bitch. Bitch.
Sean Johnson, I'll give y'all the W today, but it's going to be 19-20. Woo! He said we're going to win by the hair on our chinny chin chin.
Our chinny chin chin.
Big Exclusive said Commanders 27, Eagles 14. Flag on the play roll. The real Scott is laughing. That's right, Nene. Got to get him with the facts. Who your flag pink? Why your flag pink? That's a challenge flag. Sean, the real Scott rolling at you. You worried about catches. I'm worried about Super Bowl wins. We are not the same catch up. You better worry about y'all winning today. How about that? When we tear them sorry Giants up, he going to turn into a cricket. Crickets get stomped. I'm trying to be nice. Yeah, the real Scott, at least let us meet in person before you start coming at my neck. You know what I'm saying? Big Rol, you better stop before you be in jail with Sean Stanton.
No, they got Stanton on threats. He doing fair time. He doing fair time.
Listen, here's a quick disclaimer for you guys. You can say what you want in the comments, but you have to spell the way it sounds. Don't spell it the way it's actually spelled. If you spell it the way it sounds, you get through the algorithm. Certain words just trip the algorithm, and then bam. You ever go to make a comment, and then before the comment go through, it said comments like this in the past have been reported as blasey, blasey, blasey. That's because certain words that you type in, it'll trip the algorithm. Nobody really have to be snitching. So if you notice, when I say the F word, I spell it P-H-U-C-K. But how y'all pronounce it? Y'all know PH make the F sound. When I say the B word.
That's a great idea, Nene.
Big Rol, you better stop before you be in jail. When we play the Giants, we need to have a game day in person. That'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
That's what I said. I've been telling people to spell it different. For sure, the real Scott. We black, man. Just type in Ebonics. Simple as that. Type in Ebonics. Big Rol, it's on you, good brother.
What we got, man? We got next week's predictions.
Well, we got to go over with the standings thus far, last week's scores, and then next week's predictions.
Well, apparently, the gentleman, Poppy Montega, went 11 for 4 in 15 games. Angry OG came in last, going 8 for 6 after he refused to pick the New York Giants game.
That's an L. 8 for 7.
8 for 7. Big Rol came in a strong second to Poppy Montega, going 10 for 5.
Do we have the total? Do we have the total for thus far?
As far as what? Total what?
Wins and losses. We need to come up with something that we competing for at the end.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you mean it's for okay.
I think I went 10-3 last week, so that makes
you definitely won. Yeah, you won 2 weeks in a row.
21-7.
2 weeks in a row, bruh.
I'm 21-7 for now. I'm talking about at the end of the season, though.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the season, we add it all up, and
I like that. I like that.
I'm the coveted cheesesteak again. Yes, sir.
Shit, at least I moved up the hoagie.
Hey, next week you be cheesesteak hoagie. Say no.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Yo, man. What's up with next week's picks?
You want to go over the scores from last week first?
I'll do the scores from last week.
Cool.
See, last week or whatnot, we had Miami at B-More. Wait a minute, I ain't got them scores. Hold up, my bad. Let's restart.
We got the graphic. Here we go. The graphic.
Chiefs, I got Chiefs cards.
The Bills beat the Titans 41-7. Eagles beat the Vikings 24-7. Next one, please. Lions beat Commanders 36-27.
You got me on that. I ain't reading that shit.
I got you. Seahawks take a L to the 49ers 27-7. The Rams defeat the Atlanta Falcons at home in LA 31-27. The Cardinals come back and beat the Raiders in Vegas, right? The Texans lose to the Broncos in Denver 16-9. The Cowboys beat the Bengals 20-17. The Packers beat the Bears 27-10. Next one, please. The Patriots hold on to beat the Steelers 17-14. The Giants beat the Panthers 19-16. The Jets hold on and beat the Browns 31-30. The Jaguars blow the doors off of the Colts 24-0. The Dolphins made a nice little comeback and come back to beat the Ravens 42-38. I'm sorry. And the Buccaneers hold off the Saints 20-10. Next week's games.
Bobby, let me take it from there. Steelers, Browns, bro. Who you got?
Where they at?
Browns at home.
Steelers.
I'm going Cleveland.
No. Hold up. I'm sorry. Browns.
I'm going with the Browns too.
Okay.
We got the Bills at Miami. Hell of a game.
Buffalo.
I'm going to go with Miami at home. Bengals at the Jets. Battle of the bums.
I think the Bengals finally get it together this week.
All right. I'm going with the home team, going with the Jets. We got the Raiders at the Titans. Titans just got smoked.
Raiders at the Titans. Yeah, I just went through the scores too. The Raiders just lost.
Did they just lose?
Yeah, they just lost to to the Cardinals.
So both teams coming off a loss, but the Titans got humiliated.
And where are they? They in Tennessee?
Yes, sir.
I'm still gonna go with the Raiders. I don't think the Titans got enough firepower.
Bob, I'm with you on that. We got the Saints at New England.
Saints.
I'm going with the Saints too. You got the Ravens. My fault. Back that up. I fucked that game up. That's the Saints versus the Panthers, sir. The Panthers.
And where at?
My bad. It's in Carolina.
Saints gonna beat them.
Saints gonna be yeah, man. That's kind of a no-brainer. Now we got the Ravens at New England.
The Ravens are going to destroy New England.
No question. You got the Lions at Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I like Minnesota.
Who you got? We handed both of them an L. So who you got?
I know. That's what I keep looking at.
And the Lions put up more points on us than the Vikings.
I'm going with the Vikings at home. Yeah. Eagles command. Anyway, we got the Chiefs versus the Colts.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, I know, man. I shouldn't even ask you. We got the Texans at Chicago.
Chicago all day. Justin Fields is the man.
It's going the same route. Jaguars versus the Chargers at home. I'm going with the Chargers at home.
Jaguars, Chargers. No, I'm going with the Jags.
My brother.
You know why I'm going with the Jags?
Why is that, sir?
Remember that quarterback messed his ribs up. He playing through that rib injury.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Herbert for the Chargers.
Y'all heard what Poppy said. That's the golden cheese stick. We got the Rams versus the Cardinals.
Rams.
I'm going Rams, man. We got the Falcons at Seattle. I'm going with Seattle at home.
You said Falcons at Seattle?
Yes, sir.
Falcons.
We got the bullshit ass, punk ass. My bad, the real. We got the 49ers at the Broncos.
I'm going with the 49ers.
Denver at home?
Yep.
I'm going to go with Denver at home. And we have a Monday night game that I really don't give two fucks about. You got the Cowboys versus New York.
Now, you know I picked New York the past 2 weeks.
Yep.
And they won. This
and
week,
it's in New York.
This week, I'm going to go with the Cowboys over the New York Giants. And that's not an Eagle fan pick. That's me being non-biased, picking straightly off of football. I'm going with the Cowboys over the Giants.
I don't know why my gut is telling me that Dallas is going to. Nah, I'm going New York. I'm going New York at home. Okay. New York at home. I'll stand on it. Yes, sir.
Now, I want to talk about this 49ers Broncos game real quick. Why are you so certain on the Broncos?
I like their grit, running game still intact, and I think Russell was still one of the top quarterbacks in the league. They played Seattle in Seattle, and they froze up, fumbled the ball. I mean, they was ass, but I think they rebounded. They at home, and I got a feeling they're going to eat that out, man.
You know they talking about firing their coach, right?
Yes, sir.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Gotcha.
They got the talent.
They got high expectations.
But it's week 3, and they're already talking about firing their head coach. Nothing more needs to be said. Big exclusive. I feel like I owe you an explanation, being as though you said wow to me picking the Cowboys. I picked the Cowboys because outside of y'all running back, and you know I'm a fan of y'all quarterback. Most people aren't. I think y'all quarterback is pretty solid. Outside of them, who do y'all have? Y'all don't have anybody. Dallas are playing with a heavy underdog mentality right now. Don't get me wrong. People are surprised that y'all are even undefeated as the New York Giants. But Dallas, they lost their quarterback, and they are playing with an underdog mentality right now. And Pollard is solid, and that defense is pretty decent. So I feel like Dallas is going to be a bit too much for y'all to handle. I think they're going to beat y'all by a little amount. It's going to be like 17-14 or something like that. But I feel like Dallas is going to beat y'all. I think you're eating oysters from the Schuylkill River again, Roll. And we coming with a crazy blitz package this week. I anticipate we win the turnover battle and take the win. Hey, listen, I look forward to it. I'm a big fan of blitzing, bro. But I'm a big fan of blitzing from the secondary. I love a delayed blitz from the secondary. But yeah, I mean, I hope y'all do. I hope y'all win. Let me see what we
Monty, you in there? You got your shoes on? Put your shoes. I want you to help Grandma get that stuff back over here, man. Okay.
Real quick, what you think we should break down for Football for Dummies this week?
D-line pressure. I'm fucking with you, Pop. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you, Pop. Oh man. You just did run play option. You just did that. Football for dummies. Let's ask the crowd, cuz. Let's ask somebody in the crowd if they have a question of something that they're not too familiar with, that they want some football knuckles to break down.
I got something right now. Just keep talking. I got something.
So just acknowledge some of the folks that's tuning in for the first time. Definitely appreciate y'all. You know, we do a little double up Sundays as well as double up Tuesdays on a Big Exclusive network. So after you watch the games and whatnot, watch football, tune back in 9 p.m. My man Poppy Montega doing the damn thing. Probably gonna be that ass tonight, boy. It's gonna be that boy tonight.
All right, yeah, we can do that too. I'm gonna do that too, big exclusive. I wanted to explain this because I know a lot of females have a problem with understanding this terminology when they hear it during the game, because you have to know what it is to pretty much be able to see it.
DJ Cannon, what's good, man?
Pocket. Now, right here, can you put me up there on the screen? Because it's blocking me. I can't see it. There we go. Here, you have what's known as the O-line. Out here, you have a receiver and tight end, but we're just going to focus on the line. This will be the center. He has the ball. Guard, tackle, quarterback, running back. Now, this is before the ball is snapped. If you notice, they say that there's a nice pocket that forms around the quarterback. When the ball is snapped, these linemen drop back like this and forms what's known as the pocket. Can y'all see that? That's what's known as the pocket. Now, if this man gets pushed down right here, or he gets pushed down, anybody gets pushed out of place and throws this guy off, that's the pocket collapsing on the quarterback. So you might hear the terminology of quarterback backs up. Oh, and he has a nice pocket formed around him. This is what they're talking about. They're talking about the offensive lineman in position to block and forming a pocket around the quarterback. He said that's illegal formation. I didn't put no tight ends or no receivers up there, bro. It was just strictly focused on the center part, just for the line. Genius. You want to come on as a guest? Now, let me go back to what you was talking about. Big exclusive. You can take me down now. Break down the defensive secondary positions and point of having them. All right. Go ahead and talk to them real quick about the pocket or whatever, Big Rol. Or whatever you may know about that, and I'm going to break that down.
I would, sir, but I got beef. I see my man Big Shannon. I ain't said nothing about Big Shannon all day, but he keep jabbing at me. And his last comment said, "How Sway? He don't know what D-line pressure is." I think is that a jab at me, Pop?
No, I think he's talking to me.
You sure?
Yeah, he's talking about me.
I thought me and Big Shannon was good. And okay, so let me adjust that Sean Johnson. Nigga, I put tasty cakes and soap on your books. Because I know you about to do 60 days. Don't knock. I'm trying to take care of you. Motherfucker. Talking all that shit. And fuck San Francisco. Yeah, I said it. Oh man, Pop, what we got? Oh, what you working on, man? What we got left in the program, sir?
I'm just this is for Big Exclusive. No, that was for Poppy. Get your panties out of bunch. Sean Stand Tall is free. All right, so here you go. Put me back up there. Now, this right here is one formation, which would be a nickel type formation on defense. Now, some of these positions will change based on the formation that the defensive lined up in, okay? But based on this setup right here, you have the defensive tackles right here in the middle. For those of y'all that don't know, that'll be Fletcher Cox and that new rookie that we just got. That's who would be right here. On the outsides, you have DN, Brandon Graham and Hassan Reddick, Sweat. They alternate this position right here. Up top, you have your linebackers. Pick one. What's the new guy? The young boy, number 43, Kazir White. You got Bradley. There's a couple of them that we got here.
Yeah, now, we got like 3 new ones.
Now, back here, you have either Darius Slay. More than likely it'll be Darius Slay. On this side, more than likely it'll be Bradbury. But, you know, depending on the formation that they're in, you may see them on different sides of the field. Down here would be a nickel cornerback. Now, this guy typically can play linebacker and corner, depending on the formation that they're in. If we're in a bigger, heavy type formation, then this guy will be replaced with the strong safety coming down and being down inside here. Up here, you have strong safety and free safety. Now, this guy's job is to not let nothing get past him, the free safety. Y'all see that? Free safety. Last line of defense. Corners, they try to stop the wide receivers from catching the ball. The defensive line, they try to get the pressure on the quarterback and disrupt anything from crossing the line of scrimmage. The linebackers, they're there to clean up whatever the defensive line misses, okay? If they're not in coverage where a linebacker may stick a tight end or whatever the case may be. So you may hear them refer to this first level, second level, third level. The running backs, you want them to be able to get to the second level. If you have a running back that can consistently get to the second level, more than likely you have a star running back on your team. To get to the second level, you have to average at least 4.5 yards a carry to be a running back that gets to the second level. Okay? First level, second level, third level. I'm not going to get too much deeper into that. I hope y'all learned something from that. If you didn't, or you want me to dive a little deeper, right now is the time.
Hey, Pop, finish it up with that 8 in the box, man.
Say that again.
Finish it up with that 8 in the box. When you see the term 8 in the box, break it down what they mean by that. Just real simple.
All right, look. I'm gonna do it on this one that we already had.
Cool.
Even it may look slightly different when you see it in a game, but it's based off what I have already. Now, this right here is considered the box. I have this out a little too far. This side is out a little too far. It really should be right here. This is considered the box. Now, when you notice, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys down there. You would bring, remember I told you bring that strong safety down here too. The strong safety is pretty much a hybrid corner linebacker. He can play both positions. So if this guy comes down here, and he would probably move over here, this guy would probably move about right here. Now you got 8 guys in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Typically, that means the pressure is coming. When you see this formation right here, typically that means the pressure is coming. If we're playing one of those quarterbacks like you was talking about, Big Rol, that's can pick up on stuff like this, a lot of times what we'll do is we'll show this, and this guy will come down, back out. Come down, back out. And this guy would stunt and come through or something along the lines of like that. But that's because they know he will pick that right apart. Both bro.
Technical ass
niggas, bro.
Technical ass niggas. Hey, Pop, good explanation, man. It's about as simple as it could get. Good explanation.
Both of your safeties are too close. That right side of the field.
Oh, technical ass nigga. Like,
bro, I don't got no hashes on the field, none of that. It was just so people could identify the name of the position. I'm not game planning.
Hey, man,
let's hope Gannon don't game plan with his guys aligned like this. How about that?
Your safeties are too close, man.
But hey, you know what? Sometimes they might line up like that to bait you into throwing the ball because some of these safeties got recovery speed like a mother.
Hey, do we got any Commander fans in the crib?
I don't think
anybody in the chat root for Washington.
I don't think so. Yeah, while y'all in here, name your teams. Everybody that's here, name your team. I know we got Giants. I know we got 49ers. Meantime, in between time, Big Rol, you want to run through the lineup for the network?
For everybody.
Yes, sir.
See, off top, you got the biggest exclusive podcast, Hold It Down, 7 p.m., Tuesday evenings. Must see, 3 Dope Brothers, Angry OG, Tyrese Top Flight, Big Shannon. Got to definitely check that out on one night. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Keeping it real with Big Rol in the morning with your host, Big Rol. Monday through Friday, 9 to 10 a.m. Get your morning off to a good start, positive. Get a laugh. Holla at your boy. We got Fat Gene Activated. Show one that runs on YouTube. Angry OG. Big Shannon. Going to different places and whatnot. Trying different cuisines. Places you ain't never heard of. Foods you ain't never heard of. So Fat Boy's Dream. You check out Fat Gene Activated. And it's an interesting show. So make sure you check it out. Show the brothers some love. You know what you're tuned into right now. Every Sunday, 10 a.m. We missing a brother and whatnot, but we still hold it there for OG. You know what I mean? Definitely got to check out that Poppy Montega show, 9 p.m. Sunday night and whatnot. Poppy doing the damn thing. Bringing you some dope topics. Good input. The long-awaited premiere of Foreplay with B with Miss B Monroe will go down this Thursday, 9 p.m. Make sure you tune in. We've been waiting. And I think with B's energy, it'll definitely be worth the wait. Also, play that flight clip, Big Shannon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team Nonstop Comedy presents Delayed Flight, live comedy special taping, starring comedian Top Flight, hosted by comedian Mac Page, at Black's Blue Social, located inside the Clarion Hotel in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Showtimes: November 4th at 8 p.m., November 5th, 7 p.m. and 9:30 p.m., November 6th at 7 p.m. Boarding passes are only $35 and available through Eventbrite, Zelle, and Cash App. Don't miss your chance to be a part of history. Let's get ready for takeoff.
Folks, get your tickets now. They will not be available when that comes time for that show. And plus, we celebrating, we're doing it big. Make sure you come through and show some love. Last but not least, we got the big exclusive podcast presenting Ladies' Night. 4 very, very, very attractive women and whatnot. You got Miss Tiffany Ann, you got Miss Sabrine, Tamika Rice, and Carmen Lauren. It is going down. The ladies are stepping in, and whenever the ladies come through, they always tear that shit up. So make sure you definitely come check that out on one night, September the 27th. Quick, that's all I got.
Real quick before we wrap it up, some last minute stats for the game. They are giving Washington 6 points. Take that. If you're better, take that. There you go. Illustrated Carson Wentz. Points scored. These are our rankings. Points scored per game. We're ranked number 4. They're ranked number 8. We average 31 points. They average 27.5. Points allowed. We're ranked 13th. They're ranked 27th. We allow 21 points. They allow 29. Yards per game. We're ranked number 1 at 477.5. They're ranked number 5 at 411.5. Passing yards per game. We're ranked number 7 at 288 yards. They're ranked number 2 at 325 yards. So the secondary is going to get worked out today. Rushing yards per game. We're ranked number 2, averaging 189.5 yards a game. They're ranked number 25, averaging 86.5 yards a game. Time of possession. We're ranked number 5. They're ranked number 11. But listen to how close the time is. We average the ball 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 48 seconds to game. They average the ball even 1 hour and 5 minutes per game. Third down efficiency percentage. We're ranked number 2, and they're ranked number 3. We have 56.7%, and they're at 56% even. That means we turn over third downs frequently. We get first downs on third down. Sacks. We're ranked number 23. They're ranked number 12. We have 3 sacks. They have 5 sacks. I'm guessing a sack got taken back officially. Interceptions. We have 4. They have 1. We're ranked 4th. They're ranked number 13th. And with that being said, you have just been tuned in to Philadelphia Eagles Game Day Special. I'm Poppy Montega.
It's your boy Big Rol.
Go Eagles. We out.
Out of room for dick riders soon. Ain't no more room left. So if you playing the dick ride, a little late.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fight, fight, fight. Yo, we going all the way this year, man. We going all the way this year. Philadelphia Eagles.